Hey, Angie Rae here with Girl That's Toxic. Good to see you. Hope you're doing very well. Hit that like and subscribe button. Send me your comments. I do respond. Love you to death. And look at the About page so you can see how we can grow this channel. Well, today we have some trash to talk about. I cannot believe that someone is representing people in Colorado and y'all keep electing this woman. Now, she barely won last time. I'm talking about that Lauren Boebert. Okay, she barely won last time. A Democrat was up against her, and I believe she lost by 500 and something, or she won, excuse me, by 500 and something votes. He's going to challenge her again. But in the meantime, whoo, she is doing her thing, isn't she? And her thing includes just being vulgar. The Republican Party, as the party of family values, is a bunch of malarkey. It does not exist. It is not a thing. It's a lie. Her behavior certainly does suggest that what I'm saying is correct. So in case you haven't heard, Lauren Boebert decided to go see the play Beetlejuice at a theater in Colorado with a gentleman. Had a gentleman friend with her. Okay. Now, you and I both know you can't smoke in places. You can't do that. They got signs up. This in the 1970s where you're on the airplane and people are smoking? People in the theater smoking? No. We don't do that. Well, we don't. But maybe she does. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you right now. This is her. This is Lauren Boebert, the representative from Colorado, representing some people. Lord have mercy. And this is her date. Looks like this is before the play started, and they're chatting. She claims that she was not vaping when she was accused of vaping. She said, wasn't me. Her people said wasn't her. Her people said, you know what that was? That was the smoke machine from the show. Okay, well, the show hadn't started yet. Look at this. Okay, so there she is with her. Oh, what's that in her hand? She's putting it to her mouth. Holy smokes. And smoke comes out. Holy smokes. You're using a device. You put it in your mouth and you blew out smoke. And you're going to sit up there and tell me you weren't vaping. Jeez, look at that. And she got some more vaping? Yeah, I got some more in me. Let me just blow it on other people. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to blow it on other people. By the way, there was a pregnant woman sitting behind her and asked her to stop doing
General
that.
Milley was the Army's chief
And
of
what did she
staff
do?
in 2018
What
when he
did
made
she
history.
do? She continued to smoke. She continued to vape in a place where you're not supposed to vape. In addition, Sweet Pea down below and her gentleman friend were getting a little frisky during the play. Frisky to the point of get a room frisky, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to show that part, but you know what I'm saying. She's at a family-friendly play, Beetlejuice. Okay. And she's vaping, being loud, singing, gesticulating. Were my arms wobbly when I did that? Keep it moving, Angela. Gesticulating, chatting, being vulgar, vaping, which is against the law, and got her ass kicked out. You got kicked out of the theater? The theater kicked you out? Child, she gets kicked out, and you know what she did. You know she had to say, don't you know who I am? Well, sweetie, we all do now, and we all know what you're capable of. And what you're capable of is being vulgar and ratchety. She lifted her middle finger at the people who were kicking her out. She has no class. Don't even come at me acting like this is classy. Okay? So keep it classy is not something she knows anything about. So she finally had to issue an apology because it was just hot in the kitchen. Hot. telling all those lies catch up with you. So she's apologized for her behavior, an experience she has called difficult and humbling. Why is she acting like something happened to her? You happen to everybody. You and your ratchetness and your tackiness. Oh my goodness. I'm going to give you some more of her lowdown. Yeah, so I told you about her flashing the middle finger. And do you know who I am? Yeah, Reese Witherspoon did that too. Y'all listen to this excuse. The past few days have been difficult and humbling. There's the difficult and humbling again. And I'm truly sorry for the unwanted attention my Sunday evening in Denver has brought to the community. She then added that her public and difficult divorce has created a challenging personal time for me and my entire family. So hold up. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe you don't understand. So she's saying that she acted vulgar, gross, and disgusting and tacky and trashy in public because she's going through a public divorce and she's having a challenging personal time for herself and her family. That doesn't match, lady. Now you're just whining and making excuses and hoping that the people you represent won't notice. Hoping that their eyes are closed and they haven't seen what you did and how you did it. And maybe they're okay with you being tacky and classless. But obviously, you know you messed up because this apology was submitted. Her chief of staff or person who worked for her who said, no, it was smoke from the show. You know, they've had to admit that wasn't true. So, you know, who's voting for these kind of people? You know, her and that other woman whose name I won't say, she got three names or something. I just don't understand who's voting for them. But my friend here, this is Trae Crowder. And he seems to understand Boebert a little more because she is a part of the community that he comes from. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let him do the chat.
Y'all, every time I hear something else about Lauren Boebert, I become more convinced that we somehow went to high school together or something. You know, like I know this person, man. I do. Because, see, I'm of the whiskey tango persuasion myself. And as such, I know another trash monster when I see one. Okay? I mean, you know, it's not like she tries to hide it or anything. She just got kicked out of a theater in Denver for vaping and Hollerin stuff, right? My fellow trailer Americans, I ask you, who among us? Okay? But no, seriously, Boebert checks so many red-ass boxes. It's insane. Right, like she was born in Florida, aka the Fertile Crescent of crazy crackers, right, to a teen mom, Natch. She grew up on welfare and food stamps. She dropped out of high school when she herself got knocked up. Now that baby's having a baby, so she's a 36-year-old mamaw. She married, then divorced a guy who couldn't stop pulling his dick out in public. She's always talking shit about having a gun in her purse, and she has an ongoing feud with the other craziest bitch in town. That is some top shelf trashery right there.
Trashery.
Like, you just know she claims her grandma's 1/4 Cherokee, right? You just know it. And I'm saying, all that makes me kind of wish that I could root for this person, you know? Honestly, like, I do. Like, if she was out here actually standing up for the little guy and taking the elites down a peg, reading stuff, knowing facts, shit like that, I'd be all for it. I'd be like, hell yeah, finally some representation, you know? But she's not. No, she's dedicated her life to being wrong out loud. You know, like every time she talks, it's like the chat GPT for harmful ignorance. Like she outwardly hates other marginalized groups. She screws over our own people by trying to take away the exact same government benefit programs that kept her alive as a child. Like, Lord, I cannot stand a ladder puller, y'all. Drives me crazy. I'm saying I don't hate Lauren Boebert because she's white trash. I hate her because she's a piece of shit. Right? I know some of y'all are going to hear that and think, well, that's redundant. But it's not. It's really not. Some of the kindest, most genuine and empathetic people I've ever known were trailer babies, and an affinity for Mountain Dew and the early works of Limp Bizkit does not change that fact, okay? This country would do well to have a chamber full of them, but alas, it is not to be. No, instead, we've got Boebert, and Boebert is just another loudmouth, vindictive asshole who somehow took away all the wrong lessons from her life and now spends her time spewing misplaced rage and making us all look bad. It's a damn shame. Love y'all. Y'all, every time I hear something else about Lauren
Love you too, Trae. I don't know a better way to end.